Mystic, Connecticut. The four of you are standing outside the library, the Great Library of Mystic, thinking about how exactly you might want to permanently borrow a book from there. As you are pondering this, a bus from the south pulls up in the driveway in front of the library, and emerging from that bus is another Blittle League team, the Yonkers Wifi of New York Millennials Blittle League.
No.
They trundle out, and they do so as a team.
Oh, that you can tell they're Little League then.
Yeah. They're wearing their jerseys, very modern, asymmetrical design, and they all kind of get together in a big cluster outside the library. Their coach, who's exceptionally tall, is kind of animatedly pointing at the library, and within a minute or so, a tour guide from the library comes out, meets the Yonkers Wi-Fi, starts kind of giving some kind of speech. You're picking up maybe every third word because you're on the other side of the bus, and then they're let in. Apparently, they're going to take a tour. The words that you've heard from your vantage are words like public, good, private, forbidden, and stay on the tour.
Should we maybe join that tour group?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
Have an explanation.
Okay, come on.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, so you all head in
As a team.
As a team, of course. There's a sandwich board out in front of the library. Now, the library is really, and I mentioned it a little bit last session, but I'll go into it a little bit more now. It's on the banks of the Mystic River, but it's not like set back from the street like it's some inaccessible palace. It's very much a municipal building and meant to be enjoyed. There's a sandwich board out front, which the four of you run past, with the week's events, which include, but are not limited to, a youth poetry competition, a meeting of the Puzzle Club, and then a lecture series about the history of Mystic. This pleasant banality is contradicted by the building itself, which is an amalgam of architectural styles that could best be described as enthusiastically designed and magically built. So you head in. What's weird about it is it's not, kind of an MC Escher-esque. Ooh, Zlobs.
Yeah, sorry. Before we go in, Mindy, Morgan, should you take off your obvious traveling team hypoallergenic suit? You look like space people.
All right. If you think that's best, help me get it off.
Okay.
So as noted, it takes about 10 minutes to get someone into or out of these suits.
Didn't wear
clips and clamps and pressurized valves and all various things. And so you do that, and you kind of pack them into the big heavy bags you're carrying. And you do indeed head in. So the lobby of this building, it's not MC Escher-esque where it's like weird staircases leading to nowhere or anything like that. But it is certainly arranged in a way unlike any other municipal building you've ever seen. The famed Boston Public Library of our beloved universe is remarkably similar to the one that we might be familiar with in other universes as well. It's big, it's spacious, it's beautiful, it's marble. But this, the second you walk in, it's almost like you're in the middle of an administrative building. Like you don't open the door and you're in this like big grand beautiful hall. You open it up, and there's just an immediate hallway, like leading dead ahead. And there's a big sign kind of hanging that says, check-in desk and information. And you are, it's 10 feet down this hall. And yeah, sure enough, you walk into essentially what looks like a small door into a small room, but there's this giant palatial room there. And it looks like there's a whole library through this door, but there are several other doors. And if you pop your heads into those, you also see whole other libraries. It's like they took 5 or 6 different libraries and mushed them together. There are a couple of, like, the door immediately across from kind of the check-in desk is made of cold hammered iron with a great big sign on it that says "Do not enter." But across from it, the door you go through is just like a wooden door, nice wooden door with a brass handle. And yeah, Zlobs.
Hi. How Euclidean is this building?
It would not trouble Euclid. You're pretty sure all of this fits within the footprint of the building. It's a remarkably big building.
Okay.
So it's
like
almost
a little
like
building, a lot of big space.
No. So it's almost like the size of the Boston Public. If you think about it, it's about the size of the Boston Public Library, which is an absolutely immense library. But it looks like 6 or 7 suburban libraries were stuffed inside.
Whoa.
Yeah. The library kind of main room that you walk into is very much a traditional looking, if small suburban library. You see kind of a children's section, a young adult section. It's very colorful in here. There are people coming and going. They are reading books in big comfy chairs. There's a big stack of books ready to be filed. There's an information desk. It's a little cafe.
Somehow I think we're not going to find what we're looking for in this one.
Do we see where that tour went?
2d6 plus sharp, Mindy.
6.
Yep. Rolling big.
They're only going to go up.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
I'll put it to you this way. You either don't see them or you see them, but there's a real big complication. Your choice.
Okay, we see them and there's a complication.
So they're in the back and kind of up a staircase in this library within a library. There's kind of this big staircase in the middle leading up to this kind of half balcony. And you see them up there. All of them are wearing these lanyards, and the lanyards are glowing. So you kind of slipping into the group unnoticed is very unlikely.
And we're not wearing their uniforms either.
There's also that.
Did it look like they got those lanyards? They weren't wearing them out in the parking lot, right?
No.
Maybe they have these lanyards stashed somewhere here.
Maybe behind that check-in desk. And if we go out there and I could cause a distraction and one of you could slip behind the desk and see if they're back there.
Yep, perfect plan.
Mathers.
What?
Why are you trying to go towards that tour group?
Because I heard the tour guide say the words private,
forbidden.
And so I'd really like to know what they're talking about so that I can specifically go to the private and forbidden locations. If I'm being honest, that was my thought process.
I think that whatever Otis what was that book again? Oh no.
Otis
I can't pronounce it.
A book called the Oracles of Astromcycus.
Yeah.
That's got to be forbidden.
That's what I was thinking. Well, if we want, we can probably try and find the private and forbidden sections of this library all on our own. Or we could, I guess, start by asking about the book. But I think that we might also happen upon something exciting or interesting or unusual in a forbidden and private section of a library, don't you?
Mathers, you're so Mathers right now. Okay. All right. I'll follow your plan. I feel like we've followed a lot of my plans recently.
So is my plan to start at the welcome desk? Or is my plan to cause a distraction, steal a lanyard, join the tour group, wait until they say forbidden area, and then sneak off and go look at that?
That one.
Okay, great.
Oh, hey everyone, I'm back.
Hey, Zlobs.
Zlobs, where'd you go?
I went to the snack shop.
What'd you get?
They say this is chowder. I don't understand. It's all red and watery.
Red, watery chowder?
Yeah.
Drink it.
I don't want.
You get poison?
No, yes, and I will not drink it. Here, Morgan, you can have it.
Wait, I can use that as the distraction.
Huh?
To the welcome desk.
Okay. There's a very pleasant looking adult of indeterminate age sitting at the welcome desk. Darby, 2d6 plus shark.
Six. It would be a 7 if I were still wearing my armor, but I'm not.
Yeah, some raccoon has it.
All right. So this welcome desk isn't exactly what it seems.
Oh no!
Is it not welcoming?
I wouldn't say it's not welcoming.
An unwelcome desk.
What I would say is that this very pleasant person sitting at it is, Darby, you see, definitely a large human being, and you can just tell because kind of tucked right kind of against his wrist, like his sleeves are rolled up, and you could see he's got tattoos on both arms that are definitely all in Aramaic, and you're pretty sure those are some ancient religious runes. He's also looking, there's kind of a big terminal like that he's working at that has, the day's hours and the hours of the library and, a little search window and the card catalog. But then there's also a bank of monitors, all of which you estimate are tracking the whereabouts of those lanyards.
Oh, maybe we don't want those lanyards.
Yeah, maybe not.
Can I read this guy's mind?
2d6 plus weird -1 because he is bathed in protective runes.
Fine. 6.
They can only get higher.
Oh no.
So far it's stayed the same, so that's still true.
It would have been higher if someone wasn't bathed in protective runes.
Yeah, exactly.
God, what do you protect a library?
All right, we're gonna have to name this guy. Chat. We need a former New York Blittle Leaguer name, please.
Oh no. Oh, and there is a very strong Boston New York rivalry in this version of our world. Elder. Walking in.
A load. Yeah. There's.
How dare you, chat?
A Logia Bronco Gepsky is
Get
what we're gonna go with. It plays. It plays. Gepski.
Gepski.
I'm missing the T. Gepski.
Gepski.
Got it.
My goodness. Elogia's mind is not necessarily like a fortress, but to get to his thoughts, you need to wade through kind of a long, deep, almost quicksand-like traverse of war memories.
Ooh.
Elogia is New York Blittle League, and at least he was probably 10, 15 years ago, and he has seen action. And yeah, why is this person working in a relatively banal position as kind of a greeter at a library? Well, it's because he's not just a greeter. He is one of the junior archivists, and he is not one that can be easily tricked.
Maybe he's here because this library holds a lot of really big secrets that are worth protecting very thoroughly.
That is correct.
Okay. And I look down at the name tag. Bronco, is it?
That's right.
Bronco.
Your voice is so resonant.
I'm really glad we found you. We came in to use the restroom with the Yonkers crew, and we missed the part where we get the lanyards. They're all off somewhere, and we're just like lost and helpless kids, and I don't know what to do anymore, and I'm just so lost. Can you please help us? We're just little kids. I don't know what to do.
Wow.
2d6 plus charm, -1 due to being bathed in those runes.
All right. Well, -1, rats, 9.
Bronco looks at you and kind of taps a rhythmic pattern with his middle finger on the wooden desk and kind of stares at you for a second. You're not with them. You're from the north. Little League business, I would imagine.
All right, you caught me, Bronco. Good job. Yes, it's Blittle League business.
And this is the information desk. How can I help you?
Mr. Bronco, do you perchance have a map of the entire library, the whole thing in its entirety, with no sections, with all of them on there?
Of course. He draws from under his desk very large paper map, about the size of a tablecloth, and he kind of places it down.
Ooh, a map.
There are 6 or 7. There are 7 rooms off of this main hall, each of them very, very large. 4 of the 7 are shaded out and just say redacted on it. This is the entire library.
Great.
Why do these sections say redacted?
Because the public isn't allowed inside.
Wow.
Got it. So it's only staff and Blittle Leaguers allowed in there?
Only staff, Blittle Leaguers are allowed in that one. He closes his eyes for a second and places his palm over one of the redacted rooms, and the redaction fades away.
Whoa. That's so cool. Can you do it for the other ones too?
I could.
Thank you.
No.
Oh.
I'm going to take a picture with my cell phone.
Mm. The two, I believe it was 2 rooms were unredacted, 5 were redacted. I think I said that. The 2 rooms that were unredacted was kind of this library and then a nearly identical library. And then the 3rd room that was unredacted just now is, in essence, a low security magical research wing.
And now, which ones are angels allowed into of the redacted?
Ah, I thought so. Just these 3.
Well, that doesn't sound accurate.
Unfortunately, it is. I would know.
Okay. Which ones are folks who are tactical interventions and bacon home pizza kit sales agents allowed into?
3.
Is it? It's okay. 1, 2, and then this one.
No.
Or this one.
No.
Or this one.
That actually burned your finger when you touched it.
Ow! Oh! Ow! Ow!
Zlobs, you okay?
Oh! Oh
Sir?
no! Ow! Ugh.
I don't suppose Boston Public Library System's platinum members.
Oh, can I see your card, please?
Yes. Yes. I take out my platinum member Boston Public Library Systems card.
Mm-hmm. He hands it back to you and hands you another card.
What does this one say?
You're now gold status at the Mystic Library, and also you're entitled to a free drink at the cafe.
Oh.
Thanks.
Mathers, will you get me a drink?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't recommend the chowder.
That chowder's not a drink, Zlobs.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's like is a smoothie a drink?
Yes.
Then chowder is a drink. A
Yes.
drink.
Smoothie
We're not
doesn't
having
have
this
chunks.
argument.
Chowder is a
Zlobs.
clam smoothie. What?
No.
Yes.
Oh God. Okay.
This is going to keep coming up until we settle this, Morgan. We have to have a time to hash it out.
not today. Now is not the time to hash it out. When we get home.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
I say
I
we
assume
start
you'll
with the
be-
magical research room.
Yes. Excellent
Okay.
idea, Darby. Mr. Jepsky, I assume you will be at the desk all day today?
Until my break, and then right after my break.
Who covers during your break?
Well, me, but it's complicated.
What?
Do you use
Okay.
astral projection?
I do.
That's not very complicated.
Actually, yes, that's actually rather straightforward. I astrally project.
Okay.
Out of every 10 seconds I'm on my break, I kind of phase my consciousness back to this desk for every 1 second. So my responses are slow, and it allows me to eat my sandwich.
You're
Cool.
very proud of that.
I am.
We're
It's very- it is
Blittle
often-
Leaguers, so
It is often difficult to maintain your skill after you leave the splort. I am proud that I can maintain this one in my service here.
how did you do it?
You played?
I did.
Who'd you play for?
Well, I'm from New York.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. It's the greatest city in the world.
It's a city.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, we should be going.
Yeah.
Why are you pushing me away?
Oh, you have research to do.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care. Mm-hmm.
I feel like he was
Okay.
mad at me. Was he mad at me?
Slobs, you
that.
shouldn't insult people's cities, their home cities, to, right to their faces.
It's not insult. It's just facts.
Like the fact that chowder is not a drink.
Oh,
Okay,
not
Morgan,
this
you
again.
just
Yeah,
said
you
we
just
can't
started
talk
that.
about
You did
that.
start that up
I'm
again.
sorry.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Darby,
you
you're
did
still,
intentionally.
yeah, Darby, you're still holding that chowder, right? Are you drinking that chowder? You just took a sip. Are you okay? Are you okay? It might make you ill. It was pretty gross.
No, I have a strong stomach.
Tomato-based chowder.
Ugh.
I thought you were gonna make me roll for strong stomach.
No. No.
Do we want to split up or do we want to go all together?
Ooh.
Yeah, Mindy went ooh, then didn't say anything.
It's an interesting choice. I think it's risky to split up, but it's also very efficient. And we haven't even started our traveling team mission yet.
We'll get
Let's
there.
split up.
So why don't we split up?
Let's split up.
All right. Me and
Okay.
me and Zlobs will take one wing and Mathers and Darcy will take another.
Okay.
Morgan, you should probably go to the magical research wing since you know the most
I
about
think she
it.
knows that.
Yeah, and I feel like Zlobs will break less things there.
Yeah, everything's protected with runes. It's good.
Darby and I will go to the redacted wing.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with the redacted wing. You walk down this kind of long, very long and nondescript hallway. The door immediately across from kind of the info desk is one of the redacted doors. It is also, of course, in full view of Bronco, who is just watching you as you're looking at it. There are 3 other redacted doors. One of them looks like it's made of bronze, and you could hear kind of the ticking of a clock within it. And one is made of stone, covered in very, very apparent runes. And the other just looks like a very old wooden door.
The one with the clock, the ticking of the clock sounds, that's drawing me to it.
Sure. So you walk up. Now all of the traffic into and out of the library is going to kind of the 2 doors on the right. You know, the big library and then the near identical copy of the big library. They're both just kind of there. No one is going beyond those 2 doors, but you 2 are. And you walk up to, after a long 5 minutes worth of walking, you walk up to this kind of big, heavy brass door. It is ticking. The ticking is not once a second, but it is regular.
Is Bronco still looking at us?
No, you're down the hall.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Should we try just opening the door?
Oh yeah, I assumed it was locked, but we should probably try before I do something, aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh, it's locked.
Okay.
It's locked.
It is definitely locked. Okay.
Can I sense if anybody is behind the door?
2d6 plus weird.
10.
Oh, there are people behind there. And with a 10, I can. With a 10, I will let you roll. I'll give you 2 questions from Investigate a Mystery. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could I use tune in too?
Well, really push it. How many lists do you need?
I'd let you do 1 question from each.
Okay, I'll do 1 question from each. Number 1 will just be, what is being concealed?
In this room, the artificer's office.
Ooh.
So there is
Okay.
there is essentially a private, secure museum / workshop behind this door.
Excellent. And what What is it planning to do right now? You know, like one of the people
The
in there.
room?
No, the creatures.
Yeah.
What are they planning to do right now?
There are several people inside, and they're all working. You're able to tune into the mind of a couple of artificers that are running a series of scans on a spear.
A spear. Okay.
Yeah, you kind of see, like, you don't see them in your mind, but you see shadows of them kind of picking up what looks like a centuries-old spear and kind of putting it on a table and arranging equipment on top of it and all of that.
Do we have, or do I hear any kind of anything about the spear from their thoughts? Anything echoing around in there?
2d6 plus weird.
Okay, 8.
Yeah. This spear has been, this spear is part of an estate that has been willed to the library. The thing that about this spear specifically that you know is that there was, and you see it clear in your mind's eye, sitting on the table is a little piece of paper that was tied with twine to the spear. The twine and the piece of paper have been removed, and it's sitting on the table too. And it just scrawled in very rough, hasty pencil and underlined is the phrase, "From the future."
Hey, Darby.
Mindy, what did you learn?
Think you could pose as a spear expert?
And let's switch.
Yeah.
Morgan and Zlobs, you walk up to the the door that is for magical research, and it's made of like a clouded glass. And you knock, and someone on the other side asks, "Who is it?"
Zlobs.
We're Blittle League.
We were notified from the info desk. Come on in. And you hear the sound of like a very smooth clicking within the wall, and then the door swings open.
I go in.
You do. This is a very, very sleek, modern-looking room. In the middle of it are just banks and banks and banks of computer terminals, huge screens. It's 2 stories, this room, and the whole outside ring is just books and books and books and books and books. But most of the floor space is computers. Suspended from the ceiling in glass spheres look to be some kind of art installation. Books floating in there, artifacts, a helmet, things like that.
Neat.
It's very fetching, if I might say so.
Hey, Zlobs.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a relative that worked at this library?
Oh yeah, my aunt.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Great aunt.
Where is your aunt?
My I'm sorry, it's pronounced Grant.
She's over there.
I think she's over there.
Oh, do we want to go talk to her?
Yeah.
Okay. Grant.
Flynn Zlobins, the older sister of your father.
Oh wait, I thought she was on my mom's side.
No, your dad's side.
Uh-oh. Look out.
What is your relationship with her?
Good. She's very she's aggressive at being a good great aunt. Like she's always just like she cares about always being there, about getting good gifts, about like making sure that like very aggressive cheek pincher.
No,
Yeah, you see her very much in her element, her
Also, she loves elephants.
Oh yeah, she definitely does. Her white hair is just so. She's wearing that elephant brooch on her lapel, and she is kind of directing a couple of people. Like she's kind of standing over the shoulders of two people that are each working at a terminal, occasionally giving a note or kind of aggressively tapping at something on the screen. She has not noticed you.
And you said her name was Flynn?
Flynn Zlobin.
Hi, Auntie Flynn.
Her back kind of stiffens and she turns. I'll be right back. She walks a precisely straight line to you and kind of walks up to you and grabs you by the shoulders. What are you doing in Mystic?
Hi.
So hello.
Hello.
And she hugs you.
Oh, a long story. Blittle League business, but it's good to see you. It's been a few years.
Not so much as a word to your Aunt Flynn.
Oh, no, not the guilt. Oh, no. Morgan, help. Morgan, help. No, I'm sorry.
I can't believe this much ingratitude is coming out of this face.
Flynn's oven.
I'm sorry. It's been so busy. It's not crying.
I know. It's at some point you'll get older and a little more considerate of your relatives. But for now, I'm so happy to see you.
We're on
so what are you doing in official Blittle League business? Come to my office.
This is Morgan.
Hi,
Morgan. A pleasure. Come to my office. It's right this way. She walks up to, the bookcase wall and kind of waves her hand, and like a 3-inch or 3-foot wide kind of sliver of wall phases out. You walk through it, and then it phases back in, and you're in a windowless white room full of very comfortable looking white furniture. Little League business. You can tell me this room is secure.
We need a book.
Which one?
I cannot say it. Morgan, help.
I held up my phone.
She's tapping on a keyboard that is built into her desk. Redacted. This is a book I've never laid my eyes on myself, though I've certainly heard of it.
Oh, really?
It's the Mystic Library has one of only 4 known copies.
Oh.
Yikes. That seems like we're not going to be able to check that one out.
Absolutely not. No living creature can see it.
Oh, wait. Can't even see it?
No. It might drive you to madness, or anyone, really.
What?
Whoa.
What?
That sounds... that sounds dangerous.
It is. Hold on. Let me print something for you. And she hits a button, and...
Whoa! It came out of the chair.
Yeah, just pull it. It's perforated.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of like a 3-paragraph write-up. There's a picture of the book, bound in thick leather, and it's kind of a story of what it is. It's a very, very old book that is essentially capturing the dialogue between fortune tellers and ancient rulers. Essentially, it's kind of a collection of missives about people traveling to oracles and asking them advice about their future. And then the oracles kind of told it to them, and it was all written down. So the story is almost like some omniscient observer was writing down every conversation between soothsayers and ancient rulers, and they captured it all in a book. And so that's kind of the first paragraph. The second paragraph explains what people speculate it can do, which is if you successfully interpret the musings of the narrator, you would be able to predict your own future with certainty.
Whoa.
And then the third paragraph are all the speculations about what would happen if someone tried to use the book to predict their own future.
Whoa.
I'm not sure that Darcy and Mathers should have this book. I'm not sure if they should take it. I don't want them to look at it, especially Mathers, and be driven to madness.
Yeah, I feel like if this place has that like kind of dangerous book, I wonder what other kind of dangerous books are also here that could cause a lot of bad things if they were got into and read.
Several.
Huh.
That's why the Mystic Archivist is in charge of all of them, and no one can go into the archives except for him.
Who's the archivist?
He's been here as long as the library's been here.
Whoa.
Oh.
Mhm.
How long has the library been? Well, if the library's new, it's not that impressive.
It was built about 4 years ago.
No, okay.
Oh, so it's a
No,
it's a
that's
kid?
not true. This is hundreds of years old.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm always you always get me, Auntie.
I get you grabbing your cheek.
Ow.
We have a very important mission here. We need to serve the community, of course, as a public library, but we're also a research library for those, like, for instance, Blittle Leaguers that have access to this wing. But then beyond that, we're something of a vault, holding everything from artifacts that were willed to us because they were too dangerous to be inherited, as well as some copies of particularly old and, dare I say, terrifying books.
Huh. But this all makes sense. Thank you for explaining it. I sure hope nothing bad happens elsewhere in the library.
Her eyes kind of flicker for a second as she recalls the news that her brother, your father, has shared about how many libraries you have been kicked out of. And then her eyes kind of flicker back in. Dear,
Yes.
nothing will happen to any of those books.
Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate you explaining and helping us, Auntie Flynn.
Are you staying in town?
Ish. We're on a traveling team mission. Oh, I forgot. I didn't tell you. I made the traveling team.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. I can't believe it, but I can believe it. Morgan, I assume you're on the traveling team as well?
Yes, and
That's
speaking
wonderful.
of that, I might have another question for you.
Oh, sure. Here I am.
We're actually on a mission about some rumblings in the Connecticut area, and I know that you're doing a lot of research, and I wondered if you had any data to share.
Rumblings from the exhausted earth, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, we did get news from Hartford that there were a series of seismic events, but they appeared to be moving away from Hartford and deeper into the exhausted earth.
And
beyond that, I can point you to an entire section on magical cataclysms and what happens when people use magic to affect the tectonic plates. We have a whole section, and she kind of points beyond the wall of books.
I've never been so excited to do research before.
Let's go.
Let's
I
go.
can show you all about it.
Yay.
And so, yeah, she kind of leads you over there, and she slots you into the two terminals next to the two terminals that she was supervising before. And now she is actively pointing at 4 different screens, guiding you through your research.
That just seems so easy, intuitive.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember,
So yeah, you're staring at a big brass door.
you have to do most of the talking so that my mind stays available to search whoever's in there.
Okay, can I wear your glasses?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I can't see very well.
Okay,
So-
you can okay. Why don't you
Well, I don't want to hold your hand. That's unprofessional. I will
That's
just
true.
make do.
Okay. I'm gonna I draw my sword. It's not flaming or anything, and I'm just gonna like lean on it, kind of like
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
that'll help like with the entrance, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and can
you'll
you
see the
make
blade.
yourself look even like a little bit angelic? like you might be able to sort of see through time because this is, you know.
Wait, should I be able to do that?
Darby, 2d6 plus weird, please.
I'm not wearing my armor. Oh, 10.
All right. You kind of take out the sword, and the cadence of the clicking or tick-tocking within the door changes.
Oh, perfect.
And you're incredibly, and you got a 10, so you're incredibly aware of it, and you also get a sense like you're now being watched.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm going to. Oh, okay. How professional do I look?
You look really professional.
Okay. I think I might know how to talk to the door.
Okay.
I'm going to just knock on the door in the original cadence, but like going along with the one. So it's almost like a counter, like a counter sort of like rhythm to it. So I'll be tapping at the original one while it's in this new one.
Gotcha. 2d6 plus sharp.
Nailed it.
It's 3.
Oh no! Oh, the double ones.
Double ones.
Double ones. It was a matter of time.
I got this story.
Yeah, no problem. Within about a minute, Elogia Bronco Gepsky, as well as 2 of the Yonkers Blittle Leaguers.
Oh no.
This is embarrassing.
And they don't just walk up to you. They were not there and suddenly they were.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, I don't recognize them, so I say, "Oh, hello there. My name is Mindy Mathers. This is Dr. O'Darcy. We were summoned to consult about a
Spear.
ritualistic spear.
It's a spear.
Yes,
Um,
Dr. O'Darcy can
Darby can't see either because of the glass.
offer much information from times from other than our own.
And
Due to-
realms other than our own.
Yes.
Apple Ortiz, captain and first base person of the Yonkers Wi-Fi, takes off her sunglasses and cleans them on the bottom of her jersey and puts them back on and looks at the both of you.
She's wearing sunglasses? That's cool.
Bullsh.
Excuse me?
Was that a New York thing?
I'm not sure. We're professionals and we're not used to such crass language.
Yeah.
Are you staff here? Please, if you might open the door.
Little League, Yonkers.
Oh,
We're on a field trip, but you know what? Something went on and we got to check it out. And I think that something's you.
wait.
We are something else.
Darby, can I have my glasses? Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, hi,
Hi.
Bronx. Bronco.
Oh, Mr. Bronco. Delightful to see you again.
Nice.
I got a
rings
note
you got
from
there.
the artificers that someone was trying to get past the door. Thankfully, I had backup in the form of these Blittle Leaguers.
Oh, no. This has been a massive misunderstanding. You see, as an expert in future spears, Darby has a sense for when one is nearby, and We were simply trying to help the puzzled scientists behind this door.
2d6 plus charm, please. -1.
-1 meaning you're reminding me of my stats or on top of.
No, they're already clearly suspicious.
Wow. Just incredible. 2.
They only go up from here.
2.
Oh no. Oh no.
What happened to that 10 Darby rolled earlier?
Yeah, where'd that go?
It was like, you understand door rhythm.
Apple Ortiz Apple Ortiz takes out a Sorrento splash from her pouch and sticks the straw in it and takes a sip. Bon, you want to handle these jokers? And the catcher of the Yonkers Wi-Fi, Bonfire, who appears to be choking acrid smoke held together in a hazmat suit, kind of glides up to you and looks at the both of you. And a real staticky, almost like old-timey radio voice comes through this little speaker on the hazmat suit. Bullsh.
What is with these kids?
We think you kids gotta leave.
Leave? I'm sorry.
No, we can't. Okay, we're gonna, Mindy, we should just like be, they're Blittle Leaguers. We can let them in. You know? We can trust them, maybe.
All right. Listen.
Bonfire, like when you don't immediately start leaving, Bonfire holds up its one of its arms and kind of puts its left hand over the sealed up glove on the right hand and is preparing to pull it open. But it doesn't, because you started talking.
Just a second. Look, we'll be straight with you.
Mm-hmm. Straight as a spear. Sorry. Sorry.
We are members of our traveling team.
We've been...
This ain't Boston jurisdiction. I assume you're from there because your accents are ridiculous.
I'm from heaven. What? Do I have a Boston accent now, Mindy?
Darby, we can talk about this later. We'll break it to you slowly.
Yes, we are out of jurisdiction. We acknowledge that. However, we've been in the exhausted earth. We're on a very important mission. We happened to need to take a slight diversion to Mystic. It's temporary. We will be out of your jurisdiction as soon as we are able to get what we need and get out of here.
We need one thing, and that's all. And this mission, our mission is stationed above the demarcation line, but it brought us here because we needed the resources of this fine library establishment. I look at Bronco, really nice library.
It's beautiful.
Apple takes a long pull from her Sorrento splash. Well, geez, why didn't you say so? All right.
We just got caught up in the moment, you know? You know how
Yeah. So what do you need?
Oh, no.
A book.
A book.
Oh, well, the right
library.
place, right?
A book, yeah. Right.
It's
just a little book.
Any book in particular? I can give you a book right now.
It's a specific book. Mr. Bronco.
John's too good at this.
Mr. Bronco,
Yes?
could you by any chance fetch us some water? For safety reasons?
Safety reasons.
It's important we stay hydrated.
Of course, it was very safe. And Bronco kind of shares a look with Apple Ortiz and then walks back to his corner of the library.
Okay. The book is called The Oracles of Astromcycus.
I've never heard of it.
Okay.
Bonfire? And Bonfire shakes its head. Or rather, it undulates the choking smoke that it is made from and kind of bounces the hazmat suit back and forth.
We have reason to believe it may be behind one of these doors.
Did you ask the information desk?
No, we didn't ask the information desk.
Maybe it would be best if me and Bonbon here escorted you back to the information desk.
No, I don't like your tone, Apple. No one needs escorting here.
We like to do things discreetly when possible.
Yes.
Is that a heavenly sword?
Yes.
Discreetly, huh?
Okay, well, that's fair. I don't know really why I said that.
The sword was a part of our discretion.
It was part of the whole look.
Our ruse.
It was a ruse. It was a ruse. We shouldn't do ruses, I guess, so much.
So you came into this library to trick people with ruses?
Hey,
No,
right,
no.
we gotta know right now. Are you gonna help us or are you going to impede us?
Oh God, an ultimatum.
All right, well, look, you're in a part of the library that nobody else is in. You're banging on a door that nobody should have access to. And an employee of the library that is a New York Little League alum, might I add, told us that we should check it out because we happen to be here. So here we are checking it out, and now the act of hindering or helping is very much in the eye of the beholder, and I don't know enough to say one way or the other. All I know is that parts of this library that are off limits for a reason, and I also know that me and Bonbon and the rest of the team have been looking forward to this field trip for months and months, and we would hate if things got ridiculous during the field trip.
Wow. Ridiculous. I didn't know New Yorkers were so cautious, Darby.
No, me either.
Oh my God.
Well,
So you're looking for a book.
we're looking for a book.
Mhm.
As
And
soon
you
as we
want
get the
me-
book, we're at it.
You want me to help you instead of hinder you.
Yeah,
Please.
and help. By helping us, you're helping the exhausted Earth.
Yeah.
And by helping the exhausted Earth, you're helping the entire New England and maybe the world.
Yeah. Really, the whole Blittle League system.
All right. Well, since you put it that way, you now have access to my help. Go to the information desk and look in the card catalog. And then find the book in the card catalog and then go to the shelf that it says. You're going to take the book right down from there. You're going to bring it back to that information desk. They're going to put a little card in there. They're going to stamp that card. They're going to hand it to you.
Apple, I don't like your attitude.
Oh no.
So how often do you think Little Leaguers are looking for books that are actually just available out in the regular? It's obviously going to be in a forbidden section.
Use your brain, Apple.
Apple looks at Bonbon, and Bonbon breaks the seal on the
Oh,
hazmat
no.
suit.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's switch back.
Morgan, this is going surprisingly well.
You know what? You're right. I thought it was going to be a disaster. I honestly came alongside you to protect you from yourself and the library from you.
What? I would never do anything that would be unseemly. Hey, all his research is thirsty work. Morgan, would you like a Capri Sun?
Yeah, give me one of those.
Not
Okay,
fun.
here you go.
All right, thank you. Mm.
Yeah, so you, the two of you are having a great time in the
Cheers.
magical research section. Your aunt is right here. She's talking you through various things. And yeah, let's have each of you, Zlobs and Morgan, roll 2d6 plus sharp to investigate a mystery. I will give you both +1 because you are in one of the preeminent research libraries in New England.
Hey, all you gotta do is ask sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 10.
All right.
Yeah, that's nice.
Zlobs?
8.
So yeah, so Zlobs, let's get through Zlobs's question first, and then we'll go to Morgan.
Get through? Excuse you.
Sorry, because Morgan can do something very special with that 10. So
just ordinary Severus Lobbin.
So what you've all been working on for some length of time is researching magical causes for seismic events.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, there's all kinds of like digitized microfiche and all kinds of things, and everything in the library is very well indexed, and you're listening to lectures in real time, and this is great.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can now ask a question about the overarching mystery of the Exhausted Earth from the Investigator Mystery List.
Oh, that's so very reasonable. You know what? This is like, this is a turning point in Zlobs' life. He's like, this research isn't bad. What is being concealed? That's my question.
Yeah.
From Investigator Mystery List.
So what is being concealed? The technical answer is nothing. But what I'll put it to you is this way. You did research on like kind of moments in history where a bunch of mages did something wild to the topography. And there are stories of like mages getting together in super large prime numbers to like pull down mountains with magical energy and stuff like that. And the amount of research that you did in a relatively short amount of time leads you to believe that the cause of these earthquakes are not due to maliciousness. So there isn't a group of people getting together to cause magical earthquakes. So what is being concealed? Nothing. Why? Because no one's trying to do something specifically to cause earthquakes.
You know what? That's very helpful. Before we get to Morgan, I have one thought. Hey, Morgan, what if that animal sent us on a wild goose chase to get a impossibly to get book just to get our suits?
I think you're probably right. That's probably the smartest thing you've ever said, Zlobs.
Hey, sometimes when you like buckle down and like put your mind to something, sometimes sparks happen.
Sparks happen.
Spark being into. What did you find, Morgan?
Morgan, with your 10, I will let you ask 2 questions from Investigator Mystery, or 1 question, however you'd like it.
Oh, that is a special thing.
Ooh. Why are the earthquakes traveling towards Boston?
Great question. So the more research you do, the more it becomes clear, especially with Zlobs kind of working too, and Aunt Flynn kind of leading the way. It's becoming apparently clear that this has nothing to do with magic, nor are these natural. So these are not natural earthquakes because there shouldn't be. Nor are they magical earthquakes, because magical earthquakes would have some kind of purpose, and also you'd be able to sense it and all of that. And so that's not the case. So the question of why do they exist and why are they moving towards Boston? It kind of boils down to process of elimination, and you make this declaration with pretty much 100% confidence. The earthquakes are a byproduct of something large and subterranean moving towards Boston.
Zlobs, I think it's something big. I think it's something subterranean, and I think that's moving towards Boston, and that's what's causing the earthquakes.
By bug snacks, I think you're right.
You sound like Fox. Ugh.
What?
Nothing.
Let's switch back. The big yellow hazmat suit that had a bonfire in it is now a pile on the floor. And there's now just like a cloud of smoke standing about 5 feet tall and 3 feet wide in front of you all. Apple.
Put that suit back on or I will banish you.
Bonbon's not putting. Hey.
Oh,
We are in a library that is not safe for our lungs or for the books.
Oh no.
You better do what she says. She can really do it, and she seems serious.
Oh no. You were right. Splitting up was dangerous.
This sounds like a manipulate someone roll. You are making a threat. 2d6 plus charm, please.
And I'm helping.
How are you helping?
I'm saying, whoa, you better listen to her. Oh no, she really is serious, I bet, about this.
That counts as help. Roll 2d6 plus cool.
Oh,
That's the help someone roll.
I forgot. Geez, my stats really don't help me out with this kind of stuff. Okay, seven.
All right. Darby's going to get a +1 on her roll.
Okay. Oh, no. No, it's a 4.
I'm sorry. What did you roll? What was?
I rolled a 4.
Oh God, this has
Plus
gone so bad.
Your charm +1.
With my charm is -1, so it's just.
Oh.
So I rolled a 4.
Oh, this is going sideways.
Okay.
2 things happen.
Oh,
John,
no.
Tell us what happens, and then just like let me know how quickly I'm able to react.
What is that? Oh God.
It means I'm gonna break the emergency glass.
Oh no! It's already out. No. Oh.
The first thing is that Apple taps the W logo on her jersey.
No.
Wi-Fi emergency, North Hallway.
Oh no.
And the second thing that happens is bonfire absorbs you into choking smoke. Your traveling team reinforcements are up on the Coventry roofs. Inbound is talking to Katie Queen, talking about finding a way to maybe dig some trenches and all of those things. And then you hear from one of the scouts, movement to the east. Katie Queen takes out her binoculars and looks. Oh, it's okay. Traveling team, I could see their uniforms from here. I'll call her right there.
No.
Wait, what? Wait. Why is that a bad thing?
Because
It's our uniform.
Oh no! Oh no! No! This has been a really nice time with you, Morgan.
Yeah.
Usually, I'm not allowed into libraries for obvious reasons. This is probably my longest time not being kicked out of a library. I think we're doing good. This is nice.
I gotta give you credit, Zlobs. Maybe you could really sit down and enjoy this whole library thing.
Yeah.
And not blow anything up.
It's not as bad as I thought it'd be. These computers are nice.
Mhm.
My aunt's nice. These Capri Suns are nice.
Did you know that the libraries in Boston have clam chowder, but it's not red?